Guys, this is the California Young Readers nominee number 4 for us. Now, some of you have seen this book before because I really like this book. I like to start the year with this book. I think it's a great way to start something new because sometimes when we start new things, we might be a little nervous or a little shy. And this book kind of talks about why it's important to find our own inner strength and be brave and share who we are. Here we go. This is called The Day You Begin. It's by Jacqueline Woodson and it is illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Now, right here on the cover, I want you to look at this door. Now, it looks to me like she's carrying a book, and this looks like a door handle from a school door. But do you notice how there's a ruler, kind of a measuring tape thing going on there? I want you to look for that while we go through the book. See if you see it anywhere else, and then think about what could that mean? Why would the illustrator choose to put that in the book on certain pages? Let's see, here we go. The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. This is presented by Nancy Paulson Books and read with their permission. You see here on the first page where we have the dedication. We've got what looks like an apartment building. It seems to be a nice day, and she's reading a book. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. I want you to think for just a second. What would you feel like if you walked into a room where you were different from everyone else, or you at least thought you were? What might you feel? Would you be excited? Maybe nervous? A little scared? A little shy? Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says, so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like the flowers blooming, the first bright notes of a song. Flowers blooming, beautiful notes of a song. That really sounds beautiful, doesn't it? There will be times when words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller, when the teacher asks, what did you do last summer? Tell the class your story. We went to France, Chayla says. These shells come from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells, so fragile, they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina. Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels go on and on. And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb and your days spent at home caring for your little sister, who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen to sleep. And in that room, where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this? when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere. There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend Nadia will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. Notice anything? There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't one you can ever really play. "I don't want him on our team." "You can watch." "Maybe you could have a turn later." Hmm. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of, and all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't know yet what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. "My name is Angelina, and I spent the whole summer with my little sister," you tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories. And even though we were right on our own block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Oh, I love the way the books have taken them places in their imaginations. "Your name is like my sister's," Rigoberto says. "Her name is Angelina too." And all at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. So, how does Angelina figure out where she fits in? Does she just sit and wait and not talk or share? No, she starts sharing her stories. Even though she didn't go anywhere, she talks about the things they did, the books they read, and the adventures they had in their reading. And that's how she starts to make friends and figure out. Rigoberto says, "Your name is just like my sister's. You guys have the same names." And that gives them something to talk about. I'm sure he told her all about Venezuela, and she probably told him all about what it was like to live there. And they got to share those experiences and become friends. But she had to be brave. She had to find her own brave self to share her own story. Now, did you guys notice all of those measurement things? Here's the boy who's having a hard time playing outside. The game is too hard for him and he's not good at it. Nobody wants him on his team. Look at that. And then there was the girl who had the different foods, a food that her friend didn't know quite what it was and missed the fact that most of it was rice, which is something she eats, even if she eats it a different way. And her table had that all measurement as well. Have you guys ever heard of the idea of measuring up? It's kind of when people look at you and try to figure out who you are or who they think you are. And so you might be trying to measure up in their view. See, here's the one on the door. And sometimes when we go into new places, we don't know just where we fit in. And the people who are there don't know just where we fit in either. And so they're trying to size us up. They're trying to figure out all sorts of things about us. But I notice that Rafael Lopez uses those measurements early on, but down here at the end, after Angelina has shared, we don't see those anymore. We just see the tree and the friends and the beautiful day. Something to think about, guys. I hope you enjoyed our book, The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson. Now, remember, you will be voting very soon for the California Young Readers Award, and this is one of your options. Take care. See you soon.